Hey man, it's the Don, it's the Hefe, it's Rico Suavè, you know what I'm saying? It's the second episode of Talking with Suavè, man. And you know, I'm gonna have my guest introduce himself, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the bros from me, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just have him introduce himself, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, my name is Rico. I'm 26 years old. I'm an MMA fighter, and I currently got a fight coming up August 23rd for a title fight. So if you guys need any tickets, you guys could DM me at official_Rico, or you guys could purchase them online at 559.com.
Hey man, y'all heard him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all go get them tickets. You know what I'm saying? He one of them one type individuals, you know what I'm saying? Like he be doing his thing, man. And it's crazy too, just cause I'm like 2 years ago, I think, last time I seen you, I got locked up that same night. And then
Yeah,
after
man.
that,
Oh,
you
man.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, that was a crazy night.
So
Yeah,
that,
man.
so that was just like the full turnaround, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm
Yeah.
doing the podcasting thing and then you MMA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I mean, that's the goal, man, just to, you never want to stay stagnant, you know what I'm saying? You always want to try to
Gotta level up.
elevate, you know what I'm saying?
Got to.
And, you know, that's just really what it is, you know? Like I said, I try not to stay stagnant in anything, and, you know, that time that, you know, all that stuff was going on, you know, it was a few years back,
some
you
other
know,
shit,
yeah,
yeah.
we was on some other shit, yeah, basically, but, you know, I learned from it, you know, you learn from it, you know, like you said, you got the podcast going on, you know,
For
I
sure.
appreciate you having me here, man.
Oh yeah,
It's a
for
blessing.
sure, man. I had to have you on there, man. You know what I'm saying?
And just, you know, just seeing my folks, man, my people, you know, just doing big things, man, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And, you know, especially coming out of Fresno, California, you know,
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of people make it out of here, you know, so
Yeah.
the fact that, you know, I'm just sitting in this chair, man, across from you, being able to, you know, just letting the people know about me and stuff like that, you know, it just means a lot, man.
Yeah. Like honestly, like what got you into boxing? Like what made you flip your mindset to goddamn like
So honestly, it really was when I got out of prison. That's when I really kind of like, I was like, all right, I need to dial down. I need to find something that's gonna make me change my route, you know, and that's gonna make me change my perspective on life and what I was doing and stuff like that. Cause the way I was going, man, you know, it just, like I said, I was already in prison right there, you know, and I was already at the bottom, you know, so when I got out, you know, I just kind of was just like, well, for some people, like, how do you get back into society and, you know, and not fall back into that lifestyle? Like, some people go to church, some people find a bigger power, you know, whatever it is, you know. Some people go to the gym, you know, and stuff like that. But for me, it was RDC boxing, you know, and that's where I train out of. And
shout out them.
yeah, you know, shout out to my coaches and my teammates and everybody, man. But yeah, that's pretty much where it all started, man. Is when I really got out of prison, and that's when I was like, you know what, like I need to stop messing around, and I need to dial down, and I need to start taking this more serious. And like I said, man, this is gonna be I believe my 7th fight. I'm 4-2 right now.
Doing your shit.
I just fought for a title like 2 months ago. I didn't get the dub. I lost by decision. I had another fight the month right after at Eagle Mountain Casino in Porterville. Went out there, did my thing, came out with the dub, and they offered me another title shot. And that's actually a rematch against the same guy that beat me for the last belt.
Type shit.
You know, so
different type of understanding.
yeah, you know, so it's just I get to run it back, you know, and you know, like I said, I'm just blessed, man. Overall, I'm just blessed, and you know, I just can't wait to see what God has next for me, man.
For sure. You know what's crazy too, because it's like people don't understand how hard boxing, MMA, kickbox, like all that is. Like the training y'all do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was coaching, my pops, he had like a boxing gym. I trained the kids with like, cause I'm cool with the feet work now. Like that translates to
everything, man.
You know what I'm saying?
To every sport,
you know?
yeah.
So it was like, he was just like, oh, come teach the kids, you know what I'm saying? And he, pops would, you know, pay me, and I'd be teaching the kids the footwork shit, and I was getting them right. You know
yeah, man, like.
You know, run miles and shit.
Yeah, you know, so that like I said, the fighting is, for me, like from like the experience, I feel like it's more of a mental challenge, you know. Like once you get the physical part down, like, everything else becomes easier. And it's just the mental part of, damn, I gotta do this every day.
Yeah.
I gotta run. I gotta run every day. I gotta run 4 miles, especially, you know, because I work a full-time job, you know. And there's a lot of other fighters that work full-time jobs, you know. So you know,
it's just extra.
Just extra, you know. And then so just coming from working a full-time job and then transitioning into going into just, you know, working out now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, that's just, it's really a mental. Like I said, I really, to my perspective, I really feel like it's like, I say like 30% physical and 70% mental.
Type shit,
you know, because like I said, the days that I'm tired, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I could skip today. You know, but that's only cheating myself, you know what I'm saying? And I try to keep myself motivated basically by like, just try to like tell myself like, my opponent's probably training right now.
For sure,
You know,
yeah.
I'm
That's
over
gonna
here
keep you going,
sitting.
yeah.
Let me keep pushing. You know, and that's just my motivation for me. You know, I don't know what it is for other people. You know,
Right.
but that's what motivates me. And you know, especially when like like during my fight camps when I do have a fight, I try to make sure that I'm training to 110%. You know what I'm saying?
Got
I don't
to.
want to like half-ass train and then you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
because
Not
then
you
you're
know
gonna get
'cause
half-ass results.
you're gonna
Type
get
shit.
half-ass results. Exactly.
Facts,
You know what you
facts.
put into something is what you get out of it. You know.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
you know, I try to take this really serious. You know, my coaches believe in me that I can make it to the UFC. I've heard it from other people. You know.
See, let's talk about that real quick, because
Okay.
that's support. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And a
yeah,
lot of
for
people don't
sure.
understand how important having support and just having the right people around you to keep pushing you type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the support, it's just from everybody. It's just from my friends, my family, my coaches, my teammates. You know, being able to do stuff like this. You know, my son. You know, that's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
The promotion. You
Yeah.
know, all that stuff, man. The fan base that I've built since I started fighting. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they support me a lot. Like without you guys, like none of this would be possible. You know what I'm saying?
Type
And
shit, yeah.
you know, because you guys help out with my ticket sales, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like
They
that.
show love.
And you guys show me love, man. You know,
Type shit,
and
and that's important.
That's what I, you know, that's like I said, I try to just reciprocate that. You know what I'm saying? I try to, you know, push out what I receive. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Yeah.
so basically, you know, like I said, since I'm getting all this love and you know, and good feedback, I try to just push that back
It's
out.
only right to give it back out. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and like my gym, you know, we're real big on supporting the youth.
Yeah.
We have a nonprofit boxing
Okay,
and
okay,
MMA,
okay.
you know, and jiu-jitsu and wrestling. So the kids that you know that are struggling and you know they can't afford it or just they need an outlet like I did.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are more than welcome to come to RDC Boxing. It's right there.
They're gonna get took care of.
On Fruit and Olive. You know what I'm saying? You also can look it up on Google and it'll pop up. But you know, for anybody out there that's you know
Any age range?
any age range, you know,
Oh, okay,
you guys could
okay.
be 60, you know, we have old guys, we have, you know, girls, we have young boys, young girls, middle-aged women, you know, whatever it is.
Type shit.
If you guys need something to find an outlet, you know, you guys are more than welcome to come to RDC. You guys, you know, we're a family-based gym, you know what I'm saying, and we make everybody feel welcome. And I always recommend everybody to go there and you know check it out themselves, you know.
Facts. And just taking it back to the support thing too. Okay, so it's like last time we seen each other like in person. Like I said, we was on some other shit, but
Yeah.
it's like you didn't have a female at the time, and I see that
Nah.
you do got a
Yeah,
solid female
yeah.
with
So
you, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I do got my girl, man. It was surprising, you know. I wasn't really like looking in for a relationship due to the fact because I fight and I work a full-time job, and then when I'm not working and I'm not training, I'm a full-time dad, you know.
Exactly.
So
You got a lot on your plate.
I got a lot on my plate, man, and you know, I didn't want to get distracted, you know, because I know relationships can be distracting sometimes.
Facts.
They do need a lot of work and a lot
Yeah.
of sacrificing a lot of bit of time, you know, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So just with me sacrificing the little bit of time that I already have, like I said, my